for you. And a hurt altogether. What's the worst that could happen?
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Ice Age 6 brings back the beloved prehistoric world that audiences have cherished for years, filled with adventure, humor, and the timeless themes of friendship and family. The film once again reunites fans with the iconic herd, Manny, Sid, Diego, Ellie, and Scrat, each continuing their journey through a changing world where survival, loyalty, and love take center stage. This installment takes the familiar blend of heart and comedy and infuses it with new energy, presenting both fresh characters and emotional depth that make it stand out from previous chapters in the franchise. The world of Ice Age has always been about adaptation and togetherness, and in this new chapter, those ideas evolve into something bigger, more emotional, and visually spectacular. The story follows Manny and his herd as they face yet another monumental shift in their icy world. The age of ice, which has defined their lives for generations, is slowly giving way to new landscapes, thawing glaciers, rising waters, and even hints of greenery beginning to peek through the frost. While the world is changing, so too are the lives of our characters. Manny, now older and more reflective, struggles with the idea of what comes next for his family. His daughter and son-in-law are starting to build their own path, leaving Manny torn between pride and fear of letting go. This emotional thread grounds the story, giving the film a relatable depth that resonates with audiences of all ages. Sid the Sloth, as always, brings comic relief to the group's adventures. His lovable clumsiness and endless optimism remain central to the movie's charm, but this time his character is given a more heartfelt arc. Sid finds himself wanting to prove that even someone as silly and scatterbrained as him has a meaningful place in the world. His journey towards self-worth and belonging becomes one of the emotional highlights of the film, reminding viewers that every member of the herd, no matter how eccentric, has a purpose. Diego, the saber-toothed tiger, continues to embody courage and loyalty. His story focuses on his protective instincts and his struggle with the notion of change. Once a loner, Diego has become a vital part of the herd's family dynamic, and in this chapter he faces challenges that test his faith in unity and trust. His character growth mirrors the theme of adaptation, learning to move forward while holding on to what truly matters. Together, Manny, Sid, and Diego continue to balance one another perfectly, their banter and brotherly bond providing both laughter and emotional warmth. The film's adventure begins when the herd discovers that a new kind of danger is threatening their home. The melting ice has uncovered something unexpected, a vast hidden land filled with lush forests, unfamiliar creatures, and ancient mysteries. Curiosity soon turns into chaos when they realize that this new world, while beautiful, is unstable and unpredictable. Strange natural phenomena, shifting landscapes, and territorial creatures create both danger and wonder. The film uses this premise to explore the themes of discovery and evolution, emphasizing how change can be both frightening and necessary for growth. Visually, Ice Age 6 is a stunning achievement. The animation captures the grandeur of nature's transformation. From shimmering ice caves to cascading waterfalls and glowing greenery, every frame reflects the meticulous artistry that has defined the franchise, but with even greater depth and detail. The filmmakers use color and light to symbolize the emotional tone of the story, transitioning from the cold blues of ice to the warm tones of rebirth and renewal. These visual choices enhance the emotional journey of the characters, immersing viewers in a world that feels alive and ever-changing. Scrat, the iconic saber-toothed squirrel, once again steals scenes with his relentless pursuit of the acorn. His misadventures provide the perfect balance of humor and nostalgia, and this time his storyline carries surprising emotional weight. Scrat's quest leads him into bizarre and hilarious predicaments, but also to moments of self-realization that ties subtly into the film's central message about letting go and finding purpose. For longtime fans, his arc feels like a satisfying continuation of one of animation's most enduring running gags, now infused with heartfelt meaning. The humor in Ice Age 6 remains sharp and universal, The film continues the franchise's tradition of witty dialogue, clever slapstick, and situational comedy that appeals to both kids and adults. Yet beneath the laughter, there's a layer of reflection. The characters are older, wiser, and more aware of how fleeting time can be. The jokes are balanced by quieter, introspective moments that show how far they've come since their first adventure together. This emotional maturity gives the story richness, allowing it to connect with audiences who grew up alongside these characters. A major emotional thread of the story revolves around family and legacy. Manny's struggle with change is mirrored by his daughter's determination to create her own path. The film portrays generational shifts with warmth and realism, showing that love sometimes means stepping back and trusting the next generation to carry on. Sid's subplot about finding where he belongs complements this theme, proving that family isn't just about blood, it's about loyalty, care, and shared experience. Together, these intertwined stories make the film not just a tale of adventure, but also a reflection on growth, aging, and the passage of time. The introduction of new characters brings fresh energy to the narrative. Among them are creatures from the newly revealed lands, some friendly, others more mischievous or mysterious. These additions expand the world of Ice Age, showing that life continues to evolve in unexpected ways. Each new character serves a purpose, whether as a source of humor, conflict, or wisdom. Their interactions with the main herd create opportunities for both comedy and emotional connection, reinforcing the theme that change brings new opportunities for understanding and friendship. One of the most striking aspects of Ice Age 6 is its balance of spectacle and sincerity. The action sequences, from avalanches and collapsing glaciers to daring escapes through dense, prehistoric jungles, are thrilling and visually breathtaking. Yet, amid all the chaos, the story never loses sight of its emotional heart. Moments of quiet reflection, heartfelt dialogue, and small gestures between the characters give the film emotional grounding. This balance of excitement and intimacy makes the story feel grand and personal at the same time. The music and sound design play a crucial role in heightening the film's impact. The score combines adventurous orchestral themes with emotional undertones that capture the journey's spirit. The soundscape brings the prehistoric world to life. The creak of ice, the rush of wind, the distant roar of creatures unseen. Together, these elements create an immersive experience that pulls audiences deeper into the story's emotional and visual rhythm. Throughout the film, the theme of evolution, both literal and metaphorical, drives the narrative. The Ice Age is ending, and the characters must evolve to survive. But more than physical adaptation, the story is about emotional and personal evolution. Manny learns to accept change and trust the future. Sid learns that his heart and humor make him irreplaceable. Diego realizes that courage isn't just about strength, but about vulnerability and connection. Each character's growth mirrors the world's transformation, showing that survival is as much about inner growth as outer resilience. The climax delivers the kind of emotional intensity that defines the best moments in the Ice Age franchise. Faced with the loss of their home and the uncertainty of what lies ahead, the herd must work together one last time to save not only themselves, but the fragile new world that's emerging. The sequence combines high-stakes action with heartfelt resolution, reinforcing the message that unity, courage, and love can overcome even the greatest changes. It's a reminder that while the world may shift, the bonds we form are what truly endure. By the time the story reaches its conclusion, every character has undergone transformation. The herd, though facing an uncertain future, remains together, stronger than ever. The final moments capture both nostalgia and hope, a celebration of where they've been and a promise of what's to come. It's a fitting continuation of a series that has always balanced laughter and emotion, showing that even in the face of change, friendship and family remain timeless constants. Ice Age 6 also reflects on broader themes of environmental change and coexistence. The thawing world serves as a metaphor for the inevitable transformations of life, sometimes unpredictable, sometimes challenging but always leading to growth. The film doesn't preach, but gently reminds viewers of the importance of harmony with nature and adaptability in times of change. It's a message that resonates deeply, not just for its characters, but for the world we live in today. Ultimately, Ice Age 6 captures everything that has made the franchise beloved for generations while evolving its tone and themes for a new era. It's funny, heartfelt, visually breathtaking, and emotionally rich. It honors the legacy of the series while embracing new possibilities, reminding audiences that no matter how much the world changes, love, friendship, and courage never go extinct. With its balance of humor, adventure, and genuine emotion, the film stands as both a continuation and a celebration, a tribute to the herd that started it all, and a hopeful look toward what's next in their ever-changing world. In the end, Ice Age 6 leaves viewers with a feeling of warmth and wonder,